So a set of Shabbos once again. And I once again have the pleasure to share a short a short idea. Lechoved Shabbos Kodesh. So this week we're at Messiah Chumash Vayikra. And the last Parsha in Chumash Vayikra was Parsha's Bechukotai. And the psukim at the beginning of this Parsha. In Bechukotai telechu v'es mitzvoisai tishmeru v'asisa moisam. Venosati gishmechem b'itom venosna oras yevula v'eitz asoda yitem piryoim. V'yisig lechem daishes botzi v'botzi yasig zora. V'achaltem lachmechem lesoivo v'yeshavtem levetach ba'artzachem. Venosati sholem ba'oretz shechavtem v'ein machrid. V'yishbati chayrom min ha'oretz v'cherev lo tavur b'gvulchem. A utopian life of bliss, of blessing, of abundance, peace, health, and prosperity. And that is a promise of a Kodesh Baruch Hu. If we would only in Bechukotai telechu, ves mitzvoisai tishmeru. And then Ramban in his Parshat Torah goes to the extreme and he says, if we will be dovek on a Kodesh Baruch Hu b'kol leiv, our existence, our life would be למעלה מדרך הטבע. ומה לא לרופא בבייס יראי השם? What is a doctor doing in the house, in the home of Yirei Hashem? If a person is ill, all he needs to do is turn to a Kodesh Baruch Hu, pray, and a Kodesh Baruch Hu will send him a refuah shalem. Some Gedolim throughout the ages took this Ramban literally, as if it was halacha l'maisa. But in various different sources in Ma'asevorim, Minchas Osher Vayikros in Mesamach Vov, I think Minchas Osher Shas Teshuvas Chelik Beis in Kuf Chof, I quoted the Ramban, the very same Ramban in Sefer Torah Sodom. The Ramban explains, when the Gemara says in Bava Kama Pei Hey, V'rapo yarape mekanshe nitnu rishus l'roifa l'rapos. It's not only permission for the doctor to heal, but also for the patient to ask for help. And it's not only a mitzvah, but a chiyuv, an obligation. And the Ramban makes it very clear. We need to conduct our affairs and our lives b'derech hateva, and do every ishnadlus by natural means. Whether it's health and refuah, or it's parnosa, or any other human endeavor. So the great philosophers grappled with this question. Hashgacha versus Bechira. And even today, here and there, I hear some people saying, what are you so afraid of? If you need to die, you're going to die. The Malach HaMavis is going to find you anywhere. You can't lock your chambers and lock your doors. The Malach HaMavis could penetrate any wall, any moat, any door. And if you don't need to be punished, you have nothing to be afraid of. That's a valid philosophical question. But it's not a practical one. Because the Ramban and Torah Sodom and the Teshuvas HaRashba made it very clear. Yes, we need to look after our health and our lives. And there are sugyas and shas, entire simonim in Shulchan Aruch, Chamira Sekanta Miyasurim. And Chazal gave us very clear rules how one needs to act in the time of epidemic, when there is a danger of contagious disease. And we quoted those halachas many times in the past few weeks. Yes, it is a philosophical dilemma. But philosophy is philosophy. And halacha is halacha. So there are two beautiful midrashim in the beginning of Parshas Bechukotai and Medrash Rabbah. In Bechukotai telechu, one medrash stresses the word telechu, and the other, the word Bechukotai. So there's a very well-known medrash. Most people don't know that the source of this medrash is this week's Parsha. In Bechukotai telechu, hadoy d'chsev, Chishafti drochai v'oshivo raglai el aidesecho. That is a posuk in Tehillim Kuf Yutes, posuk Nun Tes. Omer David. Rebbeinu Shalom. B'chol yoyim v'yoyim isi machasher. Lo mokom ploini ani olech. Lebeis dira ploinis ani olech. V'hoyu raglai mevi otuti. Labot Knesias abot midrashes. There's a saying, Heragan Nasa Teva. Habits become nature. When you're davak in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, u'ba'ahavasa yishge tamid, a habit turns into nature. So David HaMelech says, I got up in the morning every day and I made plans. I'm going to go here, I'm going to visit there. But my legs and feet took me. About the Knesset, about the Midrashis. And Chazal in this manner stress, Heilechu, where are you going? David HaMelech says, whatever I planned, whatever I thought, at the end of the day, I found myself in shul, in yeshiva, about the Knesset, about the Midrashis. The other Medrash stresses the word Bechukotai. Chukos are laws. But chukos is also Maloshan Chakika, which is engraving. Chukim shebohem chakakti es hashamayim v'es ha'oretz. Shenemar im lo b'isi yomim v'laylo. Chukos shamayim v'oretz lo samti. Chukim shebohem chakakti et hashemesh v'et ha'yoreach. Et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz. Shenemar koyam Hashem. Noisen shemesh la'oryam. That's a posuk in Yom Perek Lamed Aleph. So we're all familiar with the Medrash and Parshas Bereshis. HaKadosh Baruch Hu stakel b'toroseh v'bora elamon. And that might seem to be HaKadosh Baruch Hu looks in the Torah when he creates a world. And there's a correlation, some connection between Chukas HaTorah and Shemayim v'Oretz. But this Medrash goes beyond that. Chukas HaTorah are chakukim in nature, in the world. So the difference between writing and engraving, you write on, you engrave in. When a person writes, he takes ink and a writing instrument, and he writes on paper, he writes on cloth. But when you take a tool and you engrave in stone, you don't engrave on, you engrave in. HaKadosh Baruch Hu chakak et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz et hashemesh v'hayareach b'Torah. The Torah is engraved in nature. And the entire world is based in Torah. And the very fundamental laws of nature are based on Torah. And therefore, it should be no wonder that HaKadosh Baruch Hu promises in Bechukotai telecha, you will have a utopian existence of bracha, of blessing, of peace, of shefa. However, the Ramban stresses that is only Kishiyu Yisrael Rabim Vehem Shleimim B'Eretz Yisrael. Only then could we totally rely on HaKadosh Baruch Hu without doing any ishtadlus. And that is Liya Moisa Mashiach. So halacha l'maisa, it is upon us. And therefore, for the past 2 months, I've been saying time and again, and time again, and again. We need to do everything within our power to contain this disease, to prevent the spread of disease. We're still in the midst of this pandemic. It's not over yet. Numbers are better. There's great hope. But yes, we keep on davening and praying and hoping. Hakol b'yedei shamayim. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu looks down on us and he says, Kindalach, take care. Watch over one another. Take care of your families. Take care of your chaverim. Take care of your zikanim. Yiratzon shenizka. So this week we're ending Chumash Vayikra. Toras HaKoyanim, which deals with the base of Mikdash and the Korbanos. We should be Zorcha B'Korah B'Yameinu. Venosati Gishmechem B'Yitom Venos Noretz Yevura V'Eitz Asodi Yitim Perioi. Venosati Shalom Ba'oretz U'Shechavtem Ve'ein Mafrid. Vishbati Chayarom and Oretz. Chayarom, including all the viruses and all the bacteria and all the machlas and all the megapis. V'cherev lo tavor ba'artzachem. We should only be mevasa b'soiris soiris, Yeshua's v'nachavis. Have a beautiful Shabbos, all of you. And we should be Zorcha B'Korov to be as Mashiach Tzidkeinu, b'mheirov yomeinu. Amen.